are finally feeling well enough to
maybe 90%.
Yeah, I think Levi's a little more ready to go. I'm not quite there yet, but yeah, we're gonna start framing again, which is good because taking an entire week off of doing stuff around here has been.
It was not the most opportune time to be sick, but when is?
Yeah, it's never a good time.
So today, we're gonna start on the smaller wall. We have our scaffolding that we ordered.
Scaffolding.
Yeah, scaffolding. That comes in tomorrow or today sometime, right?
Today sometime, but tomorrow we're gonna drive up to Coeur d'Alene
And grab that.
pick up the windows that we ordered for the barn and pick up the scaffolding.
Yeah. So we don't really want to get on this tall on building the tall wall until we have that, because it's just like a safety issue.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump on this smaller wall. And so basically here's the actual wall. A carpenter buddy of mine back from Michigan always put Patty on the board, so shout out to Rich. But this is our pattern, and we're just gonna cut all of our basically our studs out of this pattern board so they're all identical. And then it's already laid out and marked out from when we bolted it down, so we just need to jump up there, nail these up, and then cross brace them plumb somehow. We'll figure that out. And then this should go pretty quick compared to the tall wall. The tall wall has all the windows, like you saw me making all the window packages. That's all sitting right there, and that'll be put together once we start putting the big wall up. So this doesn't have any windows in it, any sheeting goes on it, nothing. This is just going to be studs that are going to support the roof rafters. Actually, I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's our one tall wall, and we ran a string just to double check to make sure that it lays out perfect. So I cut a bird's mouth in that 2x6 and just bolted it, or just clamped it really to one of those pieces that I welded on there. Ran a string on the bottom of it all the way up there where I want the top of my wall to be, and then that's a double top plate up there, and 4 inches of space because we're going to use 2x10s in this mid span, and then we're going to use 2x6s on both of each of the shipping containers. So it's going to be a 2x6 there up to this wall. This wall will be split in half, and a 2x10 will be sitting on top of that, and I'll show you guys how we're going to do that. We're going to get some brackets for connecting those two together and go from there. But that was a good double check on the string. Gave us a good double check our measurement wise. You know, a 512 is pretty simple to figure out. You basically just multiply whatever width of the building you have width by 5. And so this shipping container is 8 feet wide, so this wall has to be 40 inches tall. So that's 5 times 8 is 40. So it's pretty simple to figure out, but who knows if the shipping containers are perfectly level. You know, everything, the concrete, because we poured it in 3 different sections, who knows, you know, if that got off just a little bit. So this is just a good way to double check to run a string anytime you can. So we'll get to cutting these out.
Not quite. No, it's not quite.
Yeah, sometimes they're just really weird. All right, all of our studs are put up all the way down. Tanya's waiting up there for me. Just gotta cut our top plate. What was it?
16 and a half.
16 and a half, and we'll throw it up there and start top plating. Right in the middle of that.
Yep, go towards you.
Enough. More. There you go.
Well, as you can see, it's a beautiful day today.
It is absolutely wonderful, and I am feeling a lot better. Feeling like I can actually do some stuff.
We have some big plans for today.
Yeah.
We have the small wall done. We need to put the second top plate on that, but that's no rush. Today we're going to start with the tall wall, which we already have one board up to establish where this small wall was going to be. So now that all works out perfect, we can start putting the rafters and the studs for this wall together. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all of our studs up, and then we're going to put a board. I'm not sure what you would call it. Probably it's like a rim joist for a deck, but we're going to put that at 40 inches, put that onto the wall, and then we're going to run our rafters back down and tie them into those brackets that I welded up.
Yeah.
That's going to really strengthen this wall and give it some good rigidity. And then once we get our scaffolding, hopefully it comes in a couple of weeks. That's been a nightmare waiting for that to happen.
Right. So I ordered the scaffolding about 2 weeks ago. It was the end of November, and it was supposed to be delivered on Monday. After it didn't show up, I contacted Home Depot, and it looks like at a minimum we're looking at a couple more weeks before it'll be here. They couldn't give me an exact date.
No. So we have some plans. We can rent some locally. Well, not really locally, but half an hour away or so. But we could go rent some to get us going. Hopefully, maybe with a rental for a week, and then our scaffolding comes in, we'll be good to go. But we have a lot to do before we need that scaffolding anyway. So we'll get going on that today. And we probably have a week's worth of work. You know, we went up and got some more lumber yesterday. So we are ready to just rock and roll. If we had the scaffolding, it'd be a lot.
Oh, we'd be able to get a lot more done, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Today, again, it's beautiful. It feels really nice outside. The only thing is our days are really short, and it gets dark here probably around 3:30. Sun sets just before 4. So our days are so short.
And so today we have a vet appointment for Ryder.
Ryder at 2:30.
So we gotta get going.
Yeah.
2-3 hours, and then we'll have to take a break, and hopefully that goes really quick and he'll feel a lot better.
Yeah.
So we'll get rocking.
All right.
This is a marathon race.
Slow and steady wins the race. Alright, one more. So, we have been having some visitors that come and stand, perch right up on here. Every night we get some great horned owls that come up here, but they're leaving us quite a mess up here. Alright, what are we doing?
Somehow we gotta get that board screwed onto that.
Can we do it
I'm gonna do it
before? Yeah.
go back to
I
that.
know. Can I go over there?
Yeah.
You got it?
And a quarter. $25 and a quarter.
that a golden eagle?
It's either a juvenile bald eagle.
Wow, it's huge.
Yeah. All right, one 16-foot section done. Got 2 windows. There'll be 5 windows total. And we got a top plate on it. Header, we just got to put pieces above our header. We have all that laid out. We got to switch gears right now and run Ryder to the vet and get him a allergy shot. So hopefully we'll pick up when we get back, but probably
It'll be
probably
too
not,
dark.
because it'll
The
be
sun is
3:30 and
about
it'll be
maybe
dark.
1 hour away from
Yeah,
going behind the mountain.
sun's
over
about
there.
to set, so we'll probably
And it's,
just
what time is it? I don't know, my watch won't work, but I think it's like 1:30.
yep, 1:30. So we gotta clean up. See you guys in the morning.